When the sun finally pops from behind the cloud, I hope it's just going to flood this whole area with light. The sun should be behind her head just slightly, and I'm going to work with the shot with the sun coming in from behind her head. I could go ahead, and then I'm thinking, I guess at first glance, we're going to let Martha just throw that light in here just a bit. We may even use a translucent panel to block some of the light coming in here too. What I hope doesn't get blocked is all that kind of the three arched doors behind her. Okay, I've decided just to move over here, putting her in, let's say, quadrant number 1 that we've talked about in earlier videos here. And, you know, and do I like it, not like it? I'm going to say, Martha, what power are you on? You're on full? You are in full? Okay, get in there a lot closer for me. What I'm going to do, notice that I'm just kind of shooting the same way I would at a wedding, asking my assistant to come in close. I'm going to zoom in really close on the bride's face and just see what kind of lighting I get right here on her face. All right, Martha, you can back up just a little bit. And Lindsay, or Casey, just or the flowers in your, yeah, just easy. Push the veil off. I hate to see it coming down here. Want it to stay kind of behind you. Okay, and now just down, down, just easy. Maybe a little lean, little lean. Turn your head away from me like you're too much. Come back. Straighten up your head a bit. Chin down a little bit. Right in there. Just kind of an easy pose is all I'm trying to accomplish right here. We got the light set, and what I said before, and again, talking exposure, this is a very quick exposure lesson for this video. I just had my assistant, I know that I'm going to be in the ballpark at f11 or f16. I'm still going to be at a 250th of a second because I'm trying to get the arches in, actually have Casey at the bottom third. I can't use a 320th of a second because the flash isn't going to see that part of it. Yes, I could go upside down. I'm not going to deal with it. Just going to go down to 250th of a second. That way I know the full CMOS sensor is fully exposed when I'm making the image. I got Casey kind of in the shadows, which is a good thing. I've got the direct sun illuminating the building behind her. And then I just established the correct exposure on her with Martha just moving that light in and moving that light back out. And what I did, I just went in and I zoomed in here very, very closely. And then I looked at the viewfinder. And even though it's bright sun here, I don't see any blinkies. Now, blinkies is my way of setting the exposure, which means that if I have blinkies in the viewfinder, I have gamma blowout. That means I'm pushing all those pixels to greater than 255, whichever ones are blinking back at me. That ain't going to work, particularly on a white wedding gown. So if the easiest way to set your exposure in a tough situation like this is go in close, zoom in close, see if you got any blinkies on diffused white surfaces. Wedding gowns generally qualify unless you got the satin gown, then you got to be a bit more careful. But our diffuse white gown's working perfectly here. So I'm going to go ahead, take a quick photograph. Martha, you're pointing down at her bouquet. Okay. Right back here, Casey. No smile. Perfect, perfect. And I think we're looking okay. I'm actually trying to watch how I'm positioning her head against some of those areas of the wall behind too, some of the windows. So Casey, turn your head this way some more. Okay, chin down, up right there. Turn your nose a little right there. Right there, right there. I got a little speck of light right on her face. I might ask LaDon to come in and just do that, although my off-camera flash is kind of disguising that just a little bit. LaDon is, oh, okay, you're good because I'm tight enough here. Oh. I'm tight enough here that I can make that kind of work okay here. Okay, so I think we got some pretty interesting photographs right here in the direct sun. Yeah, we had a fuss with the panel. You guys can relax for a second. I think I was liking the full length of her most with the three arches, her and arch number 1, even picking up the balustrades at the very top. Just kind of a fashion-y kind of a shot here, just a little bit different. So the sun's going in and out. Let's see if we can find another really, really terrible location to work in and see what we get.